Hello and welcome to ESPN Cricinfo Dailies. I'm Ronald Kapoor with the top cricket news this Thursday. First up, Claire Connor to become the MCC's first female president. Mohammad Hafeez says he is negative for Covid-19 a day after the PCB announced his test results being positive. The ICC's anti-corruption officer Steve Richardson says a match-fixing law will be a game changer in India, and Bangladesh postponed their tour of Sri Lanka due to the Covid-19 pandemic. Claire Connor, the former England captain, will become the first woman president of the Marylebone Cricket Club next year. Following its AGM on Wednesday, the MCC announced that Connor, the ECB's managing director of women's cricket, would take up the post on October 1, 2021, replacing the current president Kumar Sangakkara to become the first woman to hold the title in the club's 233-year history. The move is pending approval by the club's members, as Sangakkara has been invited to remain in the role for a second 12-month tenure due to the impact of Covid-19 on the sport. Speaking on the news, Connor said that she was deeply honoured to be named as the next MCC president and that this was a remarkable opportunity to play a part in helping the MCC thrive and grow in an even more modern and inclusive future. Mohammad Hafeez has tested negative in a private test for Covid-19, a day after a test result carried out by a different lab under the PCB's testing protocol showed up as positive. On Tuesday, it emerged that Hafeez was one of the 10 players who tested positive for the virus after testing carried out on the entire 29-man squad due to fly out to England on June 28. In a tweet, the 39-year-old all-rounder stated that he wanted a second opinion after the PCB results were out and therefore carried out a test via a different laboratory for himself and his family, the result of which came out to be negative. Hafeez's actions were not looked upon kindly by the PCB, with board CEO Wasim Khan reprimanding him in a conversation later in the day. No disciplinary action is expected, but Hafeez was told that he should have gone back to the board as a first step rather than seek out a private test, and it was made clear the board was unhappy with his actions because they had undermined the PCB's testing protocols. In other news, Steve Richardson, the coordinator of investigations at the ICC's anti-corruption unit, strongly believes that making match-fixing a criminal offence will be a game changer and the single most effective thing for sport in India. Richardson said that at the moment, with no legislation in place, the Indian police are operating with one hand tied behind their back when it comes to investigating matters related to corruption in sport. But a legislation would be a game changer in India. Ajit Singh, the head of the BCCI's anti-corruption unit, concurs with that point of view, adding that India also needs a very strong law against betting, which he believes is the source of corruption in cricket in India. And finally, 24 hours after the postponement of their home series against New Zealand, Bangladesh have deferred their upcoming tour of Sri Lanka. The teams were scheduled to play 3 tests in the July-August period. The BCB informed Sri Lanka cricket of its unpreparedness on Wednesday, which means both Bangladesh and Sri Lanka will remain out of action due to the Covid-19 pandemic. So far, this is Bangladesh's 5th postponement since March, following the second test against Pakistan in Karachi, the tour of the United Kingdom and Ireland, and the home series against Australia and New Zealand. Sri Lanka is in a better situation than Bangladesh in terms of Covid-19 cases and deaths, but it has also had its share of postponements. Apart from the England team returning home from Sri Lanka after 2 practice matches, South Africa and India have also postponed tours of the island.